Hey, like that. You see that sign? It says, "We like big bucks and we cannot lie." Good luck, hunters. I kind of like that. They have something funny up there usually. When the dollar store first moved in, it's right over there. I don't go there very often as a rule. It's an eyesore. They just put it up a year ago. I don't think any of us here wanted it, except for the people that work in the town council, and undoubtedly got some nice kickbacks for, oh, not just that, the water that's in here now. They had to take a vote on the water 4 times, and the 4th time was a charm for them. So anyway, I'm not coming today to talk to you about small town politics. There's our fire department, or you know, whatever, anything like that. I'm coming today to talk to you about big country politics. You know, there's some people I really like and respect online. Even some of them don't have my same views. For instance, Sticks Hexenhammer. You can say he's a centrist all he wants, but the fact of the matter is he's a libtard. He's a lunatic lefty wingnut. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to get into why I say that in a minute. Another one's Tim Pool, you know, and he's another lefty. I don't listen to or watch him as much. In fact, I only really pay much attention to what Tim Pool's doing when the last person I'm going to mention has something to say about him. That's MCJK, who is on the same side of the fence as I am. Even though I don't always agree with MC, he's still on the same side of the fence that I'm on. Well, so I'm listening to one of my, really 2, as I said, MCJK and Sticks Hexenhammer. They're the ones outside of Tucker Carlson and a little mainstream media that I go to. And here he is talking about, guess who? The notorious RBG, Ruth the Master Bader Ginsburg. Well, he did hit the nail on the head. He said, well, the news is that she fell down, went boom, broke rib. Well, if you remember, with McCain, the news was he had some skin cancer above his eye. He had a brain tumor. Yes, Ruth Bader Ginsburg is dying. There's no doubt about it. She's dying. She's on her last legs. I don't find any joy in that at all. I mean, as most of you know, my grandfather just died. My wife's grandfather just died, whom I consider a grandfather myself. I have no joy in death. I have no joy in anybody pulling this shenanigans that she's pulling right now, which is first time in her life not hearing oral arguments, not going to court. She's freaking dying. She's 85 years old. She has lung cancer. It's time to step down. The only reason she isn't is because of Donald Trump. Now, here's where I get into where I say that Sticks is a loony lefty nut job. He said that Ruth Bader Ginsburg was even. She was a reasonable, listen, this was an insane lefty. Anyone that thinks she had middle of the road rulings, middle of the road decisions, they're lefties themselves. They're so far left that Stalin looks middle of the road. This person, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, is, for whatever it's worth, a Supreme Court judge. I'm not going to get up in here and say completely if she was the most horrible judge we've ever had, the best judge we ever had. She was not our first female judge. That was Sandra O'Connor, and that was appointed by Ronald Reagan. But I don't want to get in. All I'm going to say is this: the Democrats are playing a sick and twisted game, propping up a corpse and telling this corpse that they have to, what? Let her die. Let her go and in her final twilight be surrounded with her friends and family and pass away instead of what? Do you think this is some mission, Mrs. Ginsburg? If you do, Justice Ginsburg, you are a lot more deluded and a lot further away from reality than I ever dreamed. Your mission in life should have been to be a fair judge. Now, your life is over. Therefore, your mission is over. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to your family. But Sticks Hexenhammer saying that she was reasonable, saying that she was that she wasn't some kind of, I mean, he made it a point to say, well, she's not really that far left. She's very far left. And now we have what Sotomayor. We need to have, I reject what Sticks said about he needs to not get a hard right winger on there. No, that was his promise. The only thing Trump can do to stay true to himself, true to me and the rest of the United States of America, is to appoint the most hard-nosed, right-wing justice on earth. Another Kavanaugh, if you will, a Boy Scout that will hold the line, that will toe the freedom line, that will not go off on this, abortion on demand. You think that's rights? That's freedom? Freedom to murder, to end a potential life, a life that is gestating, that wants nothing else but to have a chance. And this is her big thing. This is what she's going to go to the grave and say, this is my accomplishment. I allowed millions upon millions upon millions of babies to be slaughtered in the name of I don't want to have a child. It's disgusting. Trump does not need to pander to the left. The left can forget about Garland. Look, Garland didn't get put up on the thing because it was the second term. It was the end of Obama's second term. They're talking about he can't appoint now as if it's a foregone conclusion that Trump will not be reelected in 2020. I'm here to tell you, it looks to me like it's almost a foregone conclusion that he will be. These same morons are going about the same tactics as they did before and expecting a different result. They are engaging in insanity. They are taking part in Einstein's definition of insanity. You can see those deep tracks here yesterday. I actually went up through here yesterday. I'm getting bogged down now. It was dry. Or excuse me, it was wet. So anyway, I encourage everyone that listens to Sticks or these other people, don't just assume someone is what they say they are. If they say they're centrist, let them prove that they're centrist. If they say that they're right wing, let them prove it. Left, whatever. Let their deeds and their actions and their words speak for themselves. Not just, words alone. Add all those things together. And look, about time we really considered term limits for senators and term limits. Yes, it's hard for me to say because there is a good reason why we don't have term limits for our justices, our Supreme Court justices. We don't want anyone, we don't want re-election. We don't want anyone to have anything to hold over their heads. We want them to be as unbiased as they possibly can be. But look, obviously I'd ramble on about this forever. So do what's right, do what's real. Don't just listen to me or MC or Sticks or anybody else. But be reasonable and realize this. Notorious RBG, it's over. The lights are going down. It's time for you to go home. It's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Be good to your friends. Be good to your family members. Be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, family member, loved ones does seem to be so huge you'll never be able to forget about it. Because constant viewer, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your loved ones, your life, and your Supreme Court justice will depart from you.